Good morning everyone. It's 6:30 AM and I am in Key West, Florida. I've just driven down from Miami. I left at 2:30 this morning and I'm outside the ferry terminal here in Key West, and today I'm going to get a boat out to a national park called Dry Tortugas National Park, which is a group of islands and sandbars in the Gulf of Mexico, tens of miles off the coast of Florida, and check out a historic Fort Jefferson, which is an island fortress in the middle of the sea with a moat around it. So I'm pretty excited to see that sort of thing. And this will be the ferry that will take me out to Dry Tortugas and back. It's got a turtle on the side because Tortugas is Spanish for turtles, which is what the islands were named, and they were called the Dry Tortugas because there are no freshwater springs on them. Well, it took 2.5 hours, but made it to Garden Key, and what I'm looking at here is Fort Jefferson, built in the middle 1800s, used as a prisoner of war camp during the American Civil War, and afterwards it's now pretty much in ruin. It is being repaired in stages. As the people get to the seaplane, you can see Bush Key. It's a nesting ground for birds. If I zoom in, you'll see a lot of birds in the air. So that is why that island is closed, because the birds are nesting. You don't want to disturb. This is the interior of Fort Jefferson. Not bad for an island. Okay, a little bit about the construction of Fort Jefferson. It's on a 10-acre island in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico, 500 miles from Pensacola, where it would have got lumber, 1,400 miles from New York City, where it would have had to get cement from, and it's made from 16 million bricks on an island with no fresh water. It was designed in 3 tiers, you see, 1, 2. The top tier to house hundreds of guns, so that 125 guns at once could fire on the same target. So it was actually never used by the time it was finished. the age of these kind of fortresses was over. Okay, so here's an old cistern, because what they intended to do was collect fresh water. So rainwater would come down, collect in the cistern, because up to 1,200 people would be on these islands during the Civil War. But as the foundations for the fort settled, the cisterns cracked and salt water got in and contaminated the drinking water. So these are the gun rooms, where the cannon will be mounted. There's 141 of these gun rooms, and just a narrow slot from which they can fire. Okay, this is the Bastion. A bastion is the shooting bit of the outer wall, which can usually cover a few different angles, and you should also be able to hit the drawbridge. Not the drawbridge, but the bridge. Ah, here it is. It's funny because I'm coming to this from an English perspective, where all our forts and things would be much narrower with openings, because this would be an arrow slit. It's a cannon slit. So I'm not used to having these massive views. And this little ruin here is actually the barracks. They were never ever finished. They're supposed to have housed 1,000 men, and construction began in 1863 during the American Civil War, but ended in 1871, so they never finished it. So all the prisoners and troops were just simply put in the second tier gun rooms. This is a big magazine, so where all the ammunition will be stored. Over there we've got a house. It's actually accommodation for people who live out here on this island. Not all their lives, but National Park Service employees, biologists will live out here, study the environment, act as rangers. Obviously they don't have much in the way of luxury. This cannon here is a 15-inch Rodman smoothbore. Let's see what it looks like. Absolutely huge. So this cannon could fire just over one round every 70 seconds or so.